are who are fighting outside the party headquarters. But of course, we do know that earlier on, gentlemen with sticks were seen engaging the crowds outside. And of course, police did have to come in and interrupt the chaos. Some of them arrested and bundled up. You can see the pictures there on your screen. Some of the FDC members, if they are FDC members, engaging with the police. What we know is the council meeting is supposed to take place today. And of course, the council meeting of over 250 members, some of those that include members of the FDC NEC, that also include members of parliament that subscribe to the FDC party. That also council meeting will also entail members representative, 3 of them from the women league, of course the youth as well, and the PWDs. And of course the pictures you're seeing there is that of Member of Parliament Ekanya. I wish we could hear what they're saying and what they're engaging in and what this fracas is about. But from what we know, the conversation today at the headquarters of FDC will probably bring the sanity to what has been transpiring for 2 weeks now. From what transpired from the meeting that happened at Nsambya, and of course some of the party members, including that of the faction of the party president Patrick Oboya Muriet, and that of the Secretary General Nandala Mafabi, saying that meeting should not take place. And of course we did see it actually take place. And of course the following day we did see another press briefing, now this time around at Najja Nkumbi, and then of course has been another press briefing from the Katonga faction. So it has been quite an interesting 2 weeks for the Forum for Democratic Change, the opposition blue camp. And of course, amid this debates of funding from an invisible hand, an invisible funder who, of course, the president of the party, Patrick Oboy, didn't want to disclose. But of course, amid this all that, the structure elections that were also a very bit chaotic, no one showed up, or some showed up, and many are saying, look here, these were called off in May on the 16th. Maybe we should have listened to NEC. This is not per the standards of the Forum for Democratic Change. So we hoped that this meeting, the National Council meeting, will first of all cool down the fires that have been coming from this blue camp. Also, very importantly, try to understand what kind of issue is at hand, what is disturbing the party members, what is causing all this fracas we are seeing ensue between members of the party that once had one voice, one who used to speak the same language, at loggerheads and coming for each other, throwing words at each other. We did hope that this very council meeting would actually bring some sanity and calm. Many called it a litmus test for the FDC because it has for a very long time, 18 years into existence since it was formed. They actually thought this would bring, this once Uganda's strongest opposition party to sanity, but then it's starting to look like they have kicked off on a very wrong foot, if you ask me, because these are not the scenes we thought we would be seeing this morning for a party that was heading for reconciliation, for a party that was headed for a much more calm talking terms, but then looks like that will not be happening. But of course, it's too early to determine. We do hope that there can be sanity after that from inside the FDC headquarters. Now, from what I know, from the pictures we're seeing, outside the FDC, outside the party headquarters, the people who are standing there. Now, we have seen chaotic scenes of Chifesi, that's the word they have used, attacking some of the people who have gone to the party headquarters. But then, of course, also that same scene happened this morning, this time around not involving journalists, but those who are outside the party. Now, from what we're seeing inside, it seems like it's a more calm environment, and we are hoping that maybe from what we're seeing, the picture we're seeing outside is not the same one that we're seeing inside, and it will be it would be an engagement and not fistfights that we have been seeing. It's very unfortunate because the Forum for Democratic Change has been one of those opposition parties that has had quite a following, has had some of the political stalwarts, if you call it. It has had some of the stable minds, some of the sober minds, if you use that, and that have really kept government in check. Now, the picture that we're seeing there is one of a gentleman who's holding I don't know what to call that. Is it a stick? But why does it have a sharp end? That could actually be very harmful to those who are engaging in this conversation. Shamim Nabakoza is actually standing by at the FDC headquarters where this council meeting is supposed to be happening. Shamim, one, I hope you are safe, because the scenes we're seeing are starting to worry members of the public, but also very importantly, what is transpiring as we speak? What is causing all this tension at the Naja Nankumbi-based FDC?
Victoria, it would be very bad to begin on a note that is not good, because I don't want to call it bad, but I do not know if the Forum for Democratic Change will have any positive results that they said will rebuild the party. As of now, considering the situation that is currently happening here, I'll tell you, you're not seeing me on camera, but I am wearing a tag, certainly called an accreditation tag, reading 16th Council Meeting, 28th November, Naja Nankumbi. It's a press tag. This has never happened at any political party, that you have to be given a press tag as a journalist, even when you are branded. So they have to be sure you're a journalist. But I can tell you the tension in here. Just Honorable Ekanya just bypassed here, but I mean, they were holding him by his pants behind, and you cannot understand who actually is holding each one of these. I'll tell you, the individuals here wearing shirts of the Forum for Democratic Change, but you're hesitant to call them party members. Just an opinion, but I will tell you, the tension building up here is what you see on camera, that there are different individuals in camps, in cocoons, in different areas camped here at the party headquarters. What you're seeing on camera, that particular route closed off by those individuals that you see dressed in the t-shirts of the Forum for Democratic Change, is where every National Council member is supposed to be passing to go down there where they're supposed to hold the council sitting. But the sort of tension in this place casts doubt on whether the council will actually sit, even when people come through to the party headquarters. I'll tell you, security is extremely deployed at the party headquarters. Just look at what is currently happening. You see where those individuals are standing, that they have to be sure on who is passing and how they have to carry you or to lead you down to the council tent where they're supposed to be sitting today. Individuals, as you see them on camera, some of the faces we cannot say we know, because we cannot know what the party members look like in the Forum for Democratic Change, but by the look of everything here, anybody would be suspicious and very much in question of whether the council sitting will actually happen. But this council sitting is supposed to be comprised of all district chairpersons, all members of parliament, one individual from each of the regions who lost out in the election, supposed to represent. I have seen Honorable Atan here, who is the former legislator for Soroti City East, who lost out in the by-election previously. But there are several individuals, Honorable Ekanya here, I've not seen Honorable Mwijuche, but I have seen Harold Kaija, who is the Deputy Secretary General to the party, coming in here. But if you are able to see, if Bakabage can show you the picture behind, especially of the gentleman who is currently carrying, he's carrying a walkie-talkie in his pockets, but also you see the kind of shirt he's wearing, and how some of these are trying to build consensus. You want to be cautious on how you trade in here, but is a former member of parliament. I mean, you cannot understand what actually is happening here at the Forum for Democratic Change. But we are told, the party president just arrived, but also he found a very hard time to enter here at the party headquarters where he's said to be in control. But I mean, we want to know several things as everything really happened. I want to speak to Kaija, who is the Deputy Secretary General of the party, and I want to understand from him what exactly the discussion they are having with his member here, who is the member of the party. Sebo chiche chikutuseko.
Wange ngo ebyokwerinda wabadde obutakanya obutonotono naye olwaleero it is National Council egenda maaso naye abakikoze bapate nilwakuba tebayitiddwa baba tebayitiddwa era tebajja kuyingira muki munda eno bagiyita National Council ba chairpersons ba NEC members ne few invited guests be bali supposed okuyingira mu ki naye bino bya gundi naye n'akasimu ak'emitwalo ebiri nako ne bagenda nako abantu nga bali bubi.
Got it. That's, I mean, different questions keep arising differently as you see the several members here at the headquarters. But you will really, up to now, want to question whether one has to be certain that the council sitting will have actually to convene and deliberate on the issues. I want to speak to Kaija. I want to know from you, amidst all this tension, where does your heart lie today for the Forum for Democratic Change?
I just really can't tell. I don't feel safe. Nobody feels safe. I never thought that I would be in such kind of a situation whereby you feel as if you're going to set out of where Minister Museveni is. That's why I would feel nervous. I really feel nervous. You can really say, I even know that how you feel. I usually never see you in jeans coming here. By the fact that you put on jeans and your colleagues are putting on jeans tells it all that you see how I'm putting on. You would expect I would put on my blue shirt, but now I feel that it's not really normal. It's not really normal. We only pray that we can have the best for our party.
With the situation at hand as you see it, do you expect that the council, one, will convene and deliberate and conclusively handle the three issues, especially at hand, the report that is supposed to either have justice given or exonerate individuals accused?
I can't tell. So I can't tell. I'm only praying for the best. I can't tell. I know you've been around.
Do you want to pray for your party?
I do. I really pray for my party. I have given this party all my life, all my knowledge, all my academic qualifications I've been used to make sure that this party becomes the best. And I'll always do if the opportunity arises. That's why I'm here. I would have stayed home. My mother was calling me to ask me if it was prudent to come here. But I told her, let me go there and see what really happens.
The scuffles at the gate at a certain point, I want to know for you, how did you find it entering and making it inside the headquarters?
It was by the grace of God. I think I went there was police. I heard some people say, so I think the people who clear those who must enter. So that is the situation that we are in. But we pray that God intercedes. We pray that God uses the leaders of the party to make sure that we give it our best. That's what I can say.
The council is sitting in a few hours from now, and I want to know from you, because you're a delegate of the party, you are a deputy secretary general of the party, is the council open to journalists?
Apparently, we are not given a chance to sit like NEC to prepare for this national council. We are also appeared here as strangers. Naturally, the introduction is always welcome to journalists. But now, since I really do not know how, but I think the chairman would really want to have you people there to follow, because whatever we are doing, we do it in the interest of the public. Because here are just about 200 people who sit in the National Council, that who must deliberate on behalf of all the support base. So I expect, let's pray. Let's pray.
Thank you very much, Harold Kaija, Deputy Secretary General to the Forum for Democratic Change, and several other characters are continuously coming through at the party headquarters. But our colleague Adam Mayambala is currently outside the gates of the Forum for Democratic Change party headquarters, where scuffles have been unfolding from morning. And even the party president, Patrick Oboya Muriat, found a very hard time as individuals shouted at him as he was trying to enter the headquarters, until the situation was handled differently. Adam Mayambala, my colleague, is at the gates outside to see what the environment looks like. Adam, I want to know from you what the environment looks like as of now.
Thank you so much, Shamim. We're here outside at the gate. And of course, there's heavy deployment by police. They are everywhere. And of course, there's a group of boys, I call them men, having T-shirts donning the word Team Semuju, security team. So these have been trying to enter. That's the scuffle you've been hearing. They were trying to enter inside, but they were denied access. And another team that was coming from inside, the same faces that perhaps we saw last week on Thursday, but this time around they were donning T-shirts having FDC security team, and of course you could see them flexing their muscles, waiting for anything. There's been scuffle and pulling the rope, a little bit of fighting, and they wanted to enter inside, alleging that they are FDC leaders from different regions, but they denied them access. So the people at the gate, the security, were telling them they need to first seek permission from their bosses, and so that they could allow them inside. This is the situation here, but they are still standing here outside, stranded. Some of them seen making calls to different people in different groups, speaking to each other, perhaps trying to understand how they could pull off this. And I can tell you they are not leaving anytime soon. They are still trying to devise means of how to enter inside. But the gate, as you can see, the gate is locked. Even the President, Patrick Oboya Amuriat, was able to enter through the small gate, because immediately when they saw his car, they came out and started alleging that he sold their party. They should come out. He should come out and speak to them as to why they couldn't enter. So he got out of his car and he looked very emotional. Perhaps the words they were saying were hurting him, but he entered through the small gate. He wanted to speak, but his security team advised him to go inside. So that is the situation here outside Shamim. We're still deployed outside the gate to see how events unfold. Different leaders are coming in. Those perhaps that are welcome, or those that are district leaders, are going inside the gate freely. The security team donning FDC security are here outside, trying to see, perhaps they know everyone by face, those that are supposed to be leaders. There's a gentleman here having a T-shirt, Team Semuju.
Yes.
I want to understand from you, why were you denied access and what reasons were you given?
Of course, these people, they cannot explain as to why you are barred from getting inside. Only what they say, they have to ask you, are you a member? Are you chairman from the district?
Are you a member? What are your titles? What are your titles in FDC?
Constitutionally, when you are a member of FDC, you must present a card. I have a card. My number is 011 plus something like 14 at the end, because it has a long digit. So by partisan, constitutionally, I'm a party member. I actually contested using party card last year as district council in Tungamo district. So you cannot tell me that I'm not a member. But what they are telling us as to why we are not getting in is that they have deployed a lot of goons, the chiefesses, commonly known as chiefesses. They don't give you attention to hear. I think they have fake directives from SG and Power. Because him, Power, was outside. When we tried to interject or to get information, elaborate information from him, he did not give us attention also to explain.
But how come some of them are allowed inside, and when some others come, they deny them? How are they able to know that?
Of course, they have pictures, I think. So they know. As I've told you that they have directive. There is someone inside who is saying that this one allow, this one don't allow. This one allow, this one don't allow. That's what I think.
So what are your expectations in general from the National Council meeting and all the issues that have been, brewing up from the FDC? What are your expectations today?
Of course, I cannot tell you what I expect as of now, because what I do expect, according to chairman's agenda, there is what they are going to table a report, which I think they are going to be discussed, and after that, then we get the information. That's what we expect. But otherwise, for us as members of party or leaders from different entities, we are saying that at least if they can censure the party president and the SG, that's what our expectation. At least they should be censored from their positions.
Thank you so much. That is a gentleman, one of those that was denied access to the FDC headquarters. There's another car that you can see, a blue car, and they need to first know who exactly
Yeah. So the scuffle is about, I'm having my party easy. If I'm a member of a Forum for Democratic Change, I mean what I say, and I have to use actions. Number one, I feel a lot of pity when I see Engineer Patrick Oboi Amuriat. I myself, my first day of voting, I voted that man. We had a chance of entering National Unity Platform, but we had a very big hope in FDC. I saw Engineer Patrick Oboi as a sensible man. But right now, according to the actions they are doing at the headquarters, the way he's behaving.
But perhaps they are believing that you want to disrupt the National Council. Are you a leader in any district? Because the National Council consists of FDC leaders.
As I'm talking right now, I'm a chairperson youth. I'm a Mitana District Youth Chairperson. So, according to the agenda, we the youth, we are allowed to enter. And we have tried to contact our national youth leader. He has failed to pick up the call. So, I'm responsible to come and see what is taking place. I'm a member of the Forum for Democratic Change. And
so what are your plans? What are you going to do because you've been denied access?
We have been denied to enter the party headquarters. And I want to assure all Ugandans, this is a democratic party. If we fought Mugisha Muntu, a general, and is out of the party, we're going to fight Engineer Amuriat and Nandala. We're going to die because of our party.
Okay, thank you so much. That is one of the gentlemen. He says he's a leader in the Forum for Democratic Change. We are still here at FDC headquarters in Najana Nkumbi. You can see a lot of members are here standing outside trying to ascertain whether perhaps they can go inside. As you can see, the T-shirt is saying FDC Die Hard. Yeah, still here outside. That is the situation. We shall be bringing you updates as events unfold today. Back to you, Victoria Bagaya at the Political Command Center.
Well, that is the situation that is outside the FDC party headquarters, where the special 16th National Council meeting for the Forum for Democratic Change is, if that is a word, will be happening today as we speak. Of course, those developments are still coming in, But then, of course, just to be clear, what is happening today is a lot of confusion about what really consists of this National Council meeting. Now, just to be clear, no, I know maybe this is a job that also the party members will have to do. The National Council meeting really has specific people who are supposed to be attending. Not everybody should be there. And maybe this is a concern that is causing some of this havoc that we are seeing right now outside at the party headquarters. The council meeting that consists of all chairpersons, consists of members of NEC, does consist of 3 representatives, not all of them, representatives of women, youth, PWDs, but also very importantly, those are the people who are supposed to be in this council meeting. So when we see a lot of scuffle saying, oh, I am just an FDC party member, maybe that could explain, and maybe this could be the time where the leadership could just come outside and explain, because beyond just the chaos, beyond wanting to know, beyond being a party member, it is important, it is imperative that that FDC, as one of the strongest opposition parties in Uganda, and one that has had a very strong image in terms of persistence, in terms of strong leaders, does stand and come out of this case. And of course, many are saying this is not the first time this has happened, and maybe they will come out of this headstrong. But then you start to doubt whether this would be headed in the right direction. And of course, very importantly, how does this reflect on the opposition at large? One of the members who had actually offered to negotiate on behalf of these two factions that have now come out of this chaos, that is the party president for JEMA and also member of parliament for Bugiri, Asuman Basalirwa, who offered himself to be able to be the mediator. Friday, the 28th of July, 2023, obviously going down in history as the day the special sitting, the Special National Council meeting for the Forum for Democratic Change will be taking place. And this very special sitting comes with a special duties, especially for the party leadership, for the party members, specifically members that constitute the National Council meeting that are, as we speak, at the FDC headquarters in Najjanankumbi. Now, what we are informed is happening is the pictures you're seeing, what that is outside the party headquarters at in Najjanankumbi, outside the gate, heavy security deployment of police. We did see some policemen and women actually holding tear gas equipment. So we are hoping it does not escalate to that direction, but we've also seen what has transpired this morning. When you see the helmets come out, for us, the journalists, we know it is time for the running borders, but we do hope that it doesn't go in that direction. Adam Mayambala will be giving us that update in a short while. But also inside the party headquarters, we know that members who are supposed to be attending the National Council meeting have actually been asked. They were seated in the tent. They have been asked to get out of where they were seated to a secluded place, as you can see the pictures there. And what they're doing is a roll call. Now, yesterday when we were speaking to the FDC Vice President for Eastern Region, that is Salam Musumba, she did say that this is actually a part of the requirements for the council meeting to take place. So I'm glad to see that now we are back to what FDC really does, and according to the constitution of the FDC. So basically, what happens when a council meeting is sitting, all the members who are supposed to be there, we're talking about chairpersons, district chairperson, NEC, members of parliament, we're talking about representatives, three of the youth, of the women, and also for the PWDs, and also I think a representative of the members of parliament who were on the FDC card and weren't able to get into the 11th parliament this time, but also invited guests like they've said. So what happens really now is that doing a roll call to make sure that they know who who is in attendance, so they can know how this decision was reached, or what some of the things that yet to deliberate on will be taking course today. So the activity you're seeing there is that of roll calling of all the members who will be attending this special sitting at the headquarters of the Forum for Democratic Change in Najjanankumbi, as of course they try to dissolve this impasse that the catch-22 they do find themselves in. Let's join Adam Mayambala, who's standing outside the headquarters. Very different pictures you're seeing there. One outside and one inside, but then with just meters away from each other, separated by a wall and a gate, a blue gate if you've been to the FDC, and of course just right next to the public, next to the road where all this is happening. Adam, let us in on what is happening where you are.
Thank you so much, Bagaya. Good morning. We're still here at the FDC headquarters, just outside where scuffle is ensuing here. Just moments earlier, we saw another group of FDC youths come, and they were trying to get inside, but still those men inside that are donning t-shirts having security FDC team came outside, and there was some bit of fighting between the two people because perhaps they are not welcome here. But I'm standing near a gentleman, one I saw involved in a scuffle here, and they refused him to enter. I want to understand from him, what is the reason they refused you to enter? And you were shouting on top of your voice.
Yeah, my name is Wanyela Simon. I'm an FDC activist, and this is my party. I joined this party when I was a young boy, and I've sacrificed a lot personally. All the activism, everything that I've done as an individual, FDC has always been number one in my life. So, to cut the long story short, today I came to access my headquarters, and I was told that I am not allowed to enter. I was told that me and other young activists of FDC are not allowed to enter. Then I asked them why. They're like, no, don't give us, we are not here to explain to you why you're not supposed to enter, but we have instructions and orders that you, Wanyela Simon, you do not be able to access this.
I've seen you mention some names. Do you know some of these people that they prefer to call goons that are coming from inside?
The goons, yes, there are so many people inside there. Actually, some of them are even covering their faces. You can see. They're covering their faces. Some of them are having specs. You can't even know who are they. You get. There are a few people I can recognize. There are some genuine FDC members who are inside, whom I can really recognize. But majority of them are goons, honestly. They're goons. These are not party members. And what is making the situation more worse is that all people you see standing outside here are genuine FDC members, you get. So we are here, we don't know how it's going to end, but for me as a person, I really need to access my party headquarters.
I've seen you accuse the police of, just looking on as scuffle ensues here. What's your take?
I was not understanding how the commander was giving orders. Remember, he said that those who are not supposed to enter should leave. I asked him which parameter are you using to determine those who are supposed to enter and those who are not supposed to enter. I asked him, this is my party headquarters. He said you should leave. I told him I'm not going to leave. So he went and called his policemen to come and push us away, but defiantly, some of us are still here. There are so many members who are still coming here, but if now you keep the gate closed and you don't want members to access the headquarters, then I don't understand them. I don't understand on which orders they're operating at. You get, yes. But what you need to know is there are so many goons inside there, and we as younger FDC activists, we are saying those goons must be pushed out. Thank you.
Okay, Bagaya, this is the situation outside here. We did see the national chairman of FDC, Waswabiri Gwa, come inside, but through the small gate, because the main gate is not open today. We haven't seen it open. Perhaps they are afraid many of the FDC members outside here could possibly go inside. But we did see a hug by the SG Nandala Mafabi and the national chairman, and a handshake after there by the President Patrick Oboya Moriat, and he was jolly as we see him daily. But I'm with a woman. Jebale Konyawo. Nsonga ki ebaganyisiza okuyingira era amannya go oli ki mu FDC?
Mu FDC nze amannya gange bampita Kalungi Jennifer, nviridde Hoima City, nkolanga senior mobilizer mu Hoima City. Twazze wano ku nsonga z'ekibiina kyaffe, ebintu bingi bibadde bigenda mu maaso nga mubiwulira. Waliwo amawulire agagamba nti dokita yalya ssente. Waliwo amawulire agagamba nti Nandala yalya ssente. Ne twagala National Council yaggwa, dokita yayita Nandala mu meeting n'amugamba jangu oyogere ssente z'osaasanya gye ziva. Mu kifo ky'okutubuulira yatandika okuyomba buyombi ng'avuma dokita. Kyatulagira ddala nti dokita kye yayogera yali akirinako bwino. Kati ne bagamba kabayite meeting eno tusobole okutegeera, kubanga baasalawo nti ba Elders Council etuule resolving ensonga zino. Kati netuula. Kati ebyayitawo oba bye bayisaawo tetubitegeera. Kati ne bayita meeting eno tusobole okujja, tusobole okuwulira ebyayisibwawo. Ne wakati omwo ne mubeeramu okulonda okutali kutuufu nga kwankukutu. Oli atula mu toilet n'ebipapula ne bambusa amannya ku 2 ku 3 kwegamba n'olaba nti tewaliyo kulonda naye nga bo balonda bokka mu bisenge byabwe. Ne tusalawo ne tugamba nakyo tulina okiteeka ku agenda tutegere lwaki balonda nga ffe abakulembeze b'ebibiina nga tetukoze eki nga tetumanyi. Kannaffe kwe kujja leero tutegeere naddala nnyo tubadde twagala kuwulira okuva eri SG Nandala.
Naye nga obadde olina okwetaba ku mukolo guno wayitiddwa oba?
Kati ffe ng'abakulembeze baatugamba tujje tubeerewo, naye kitwewuunyisizza kwe kujja ne tusanga bakifeesi nga bakoze eki nga bayingidde mu gundi mu gate ate nga ne bakifeesi be tulaba tetubamanyi ne mu FDC ba memba naye bagenze eyo mu matawuni ne bagula bakanyama ne babawa ssente bajje bakole ki batataaganya okuyingira mu ndoomu eno pate yaffe kino ekizimbe ffe twakigula twakuŋŋanyanga ssente ow'omutwalo ow'olukumi ow'ebitaano ne tusonda ssente zaffe tusobole okugula ekizimbe kino kati ffe bannannyini kizimbe bw'otugoba n'oteekamu abatali bannannyini kizimbe naffe kiba kituluma kubanga naffe twali badde tuwuliriza ebifa mu pate yaffe ne tumanya ki ekigenda mu maaso naye kubanga bamanyi tujja bapiininga that's why tebasobola kutukkiriza kola ki kuyingira munda era mundowooza bakifeesi obwedda mubalaba nga batugobaganya ne kumpi ne wall tebaagala tubeerewo kwegamba batugobaganya nnyo.
Thank you so much. That is one of the lady that was denied access inside. But there is another gentleman here. I don't know if he's a member. He doesn't want to appear on camera. But this is a situation outside here. So they don't want to see them on the fence because these are members and they are trying to perhaps know what's happening inside, but they are not allowed to enter inside. And as the media, we were given press cards by the FDC accreditation. Perhaps if these men come outside, they cannot attack us. Back to you, Victoria Bagaya at the Political Command Center. This is the accreditation that we were given. So when those men come outside, perhaps they are able to know who this is and not commit assault. Back to you, Victoria Bagaya.
Well, for those who are just joining us, the pictures you're seeing live on your TV are those that are coming straight from Najanankumbi, where the Blue Camp is best. We're talking about the Forum for Democratic Change, and according to, in accordance to Article 28(1)(d) and Article 31(3) of the FDC Constitution, this is why this National Council meeting is taking place. And of course, this is a special sitting because of a lot of reasons, and of course, on top of agenda, most of the things that we'll be following up on, and of course, most of the things that have really unveiled on your TV sets for the past 2 weeks. Now, from what we know is this National Council is part of the party organ that supervises and directs the work of the National Executive Committee, the other national party organs, and of course, very importantly, it acts on behalf of the National Delegates Conference. And the National Delegates Conference is one that elects the party leaders, and that includes the party president and also the Secretary General, who currently are Patrick Oboy Amuriat, engineer, and Nandala Mafavi. These elections are slated for November if they are not postponed. Let's now join Shamim Nabakoza for more of what is happening. Shamim, I see Bukonzo West Member of Parliament Atkins Katshabe, Adusi Salam Musumba. Is this the roll call we're talking about? What exactly is going on?
That's certainly the roll call that you could be able to listen to. And what that's supposed to mean is that whoever has to attend this National Council has to present their particular name. And that is with the national ID, not the party ID, but the national ID of Uganda is what one is supposed to be identified with to be able to enter and be part of this council sitting that is going to start in a few minutes from now. Individuals had already entered this area where they put tents, where they're supposed to be sitting and deliberating on the 3 key issues on the agenda. But what has actually happened is that all of them were taken out of that gate that you see. And one by one, as the Honorable Salam Musumba, who is a deputy president in charge of Eastern Uganda, reads out the names of the different individuals, only those that have to be only those that have to be part of this National Council that is sitting today. What that's supposed to mean is that they are very critical about who attends. A big number of individuals is inside the premises of Forum for Democratic Change, but equally, a huge number is outside the gate. Now, a few individuals, we are told a number of about 200 and a few numbers, will be able to sit in this council and handle the 3 key issues that are slated to be dealt with today. The national chairman of the party is currently seated in the tent where he's supposed to be, to be presiding over the National Council as it sits. But what is currently unfolding or keeping up in the Forum for Democratic Change is the tension from within the inside and from the outside, as you're able to see the events unfold. The different individuals here have questions. One, on their security. Two, on whether actually this council that is slated to sit today will conclusively be held and be held successfully, and issues will be handled. Individuals that we expect to be here are all the deputy party presidents of this particular Forum for Democratic Change, all the members of parliament. I have not seen the Honorable Mwijushe here yet. I have not seen Honorable Semuju here. I have only seen Honorable Okot, Moses Bitek. I have seen the former legislator, Atan Moses. I have seen about a few of them, not really many. And the Honorable Atkins that you see in the camera, who is one of those reading the names for individuals who are supposed to be sitting in the council today. So, Victoria, as we wait for this council to sit, probably will be part of the opening remarks and not be part of the rest of the deliberations. It is tension for the Forum for Democratic Change. It is fear for several individuals, even for the journalists who are here. Actually, I was speaking to one of the colleagues. I was speaking to one of the colleagues in the media, and he said he has seen somebody that took his phone. The other time journalists were here, and that was inside. So a few questions come through on whether every other person who is currently in the headquarters here is safe, or it's better off for the different individuals who are already outside there, and maybe there is police and it could save them the situation in case it becomes that very bad. But a few hours from now, we shall be starting. We wait to see whether Dr. Kizza Besigye, who is a complainant in the alleged billions of money that came into the party, that up to today seem to have teared the party apart. That and the postponement of the elections, as said earlier, and also handling the bigger challenge of mismanagement in the office as claimed. Those are the three issues said to be dealt with today. But the bigger issue that has created more contention in the party is the issue of the money and the allegations of which individuals only stayed to fight the leadership and who has exactly taken the party with themselves in the pockets and not given another person chance to run the activities as expected. We wait to see whether the Honorable Semuju Nganda makes it here, whether Dr. Kizza Besigye makes it here, whether Honorable Mwijushe will be here, Honorable Namanya Naboth will be here. Those are individuals that we look out for. But for the district chairpersons and the different individuals who were asked to represent, some of them are inside here, others are outside, like you have heard my colleague Adam saying, that several individuals, some from Hoima and the other districts, have not gotten a chance to enter. How the gate of the Forum for Democratic Change is manned is a bigger question. It is hard for one, even a journalist, when you're identified, it is equally hard for you to be able to enter inside because, excuse me, because there are individuals wearing masks, wearing head socks, if you like to call them, but those things that cover the head, that could come up to one's forehead and you're not able to recognize who the person is. That's how the individuals manning the gates are dressed up. So the situation is tense. It's the least description that we can give the environment at the Forum for Democratic Change, except here where we are, Victoria.
It's part of the conversation that is supposed to be have the top 3 agenda that was supposed to investigate. Yesterday we did see, FDC diehard or seasoned politician, political expert, Dr. Frank Nabiso, who was handed this mantle of doing the investigation and delivering the report. I hoped or I thought he would be there, or he would be among those who would even be there first, to make sure that one, he defends the report, or he even reads out or explains the report and the gatherings from his findings. Have you seen him?
Victoria, as of today, I have not seen him, but I know that yesterday he was here, and I expect that he will be here today. But his report is already contested. It's a report that several have said it has been doctored. Individuals, including the vice chairperson of the committee, that elders committee that was set up, resigned, citing different motives of the individuals of the 7 individuals that were put up to investigate the allegations of money. what we were told that the vice chairman said while he's resigning from the position is what he called the fact that the individuals, especially his chairman and a few others, were working to exonerate the accused. Mind you, Victoria, how this committee was put in place is we are told is not how the Forum for Democratic Change Elders Committee that is supposed to handle issues of discipline is supposed to be constituted. We are told this committee was appointed by the accused, the Honorable Patrick Amuriat, who is the party president, and also a secretary to the very committee was equally appointed by the accused, Honorable Nandala Mafabi, and occasionally there have been questions in the secretary to the committee who they say could not be impartial as well as the other individuals who are chosen by the different by the Honorable Patrick Amuriat. But also the bigger question of some of the individuals who have tagged this report as doctored is the fact that they say it is quite questionable that you can afford a truthful, if you like to call it, a genuine report from a person who has appointed the individuals. That's what some of them have said. But what we wait to see whether this report, as said, is intended to exonerate the individuals, or it's a report that delved into the investigations as expected. But the bigger questions are on how it was formulated, but also some of the characters who are on that committee were told are not competent enough. I'm hesitant to mention the particular name of one of the individuals said to have been dozing all through the conduct of the investigations whenever they could sit. I'm very hesitant to say, but we were told that has been the case within. And the 7 members, the lawyer of the Forum for Democratic Change, we're told, was also not given chance to look into the report, and he was accused to be in support of a certain faction. Now, that is one of the, those are just some of the questions from within. But what we have learned certainly of recent is the fact that the Honorable Ssemujju Nganda says if the party has to come back to its feet, all the leaders that have been trading accusations, trading fights and everything else will have to step down. And it's something that all of them have been talking about, whether it's a question of resignation or not, or whether the party will have chance to rebuild itself. But from the several individuals, even those that on camera will tell you that the Forum for Democratic Change will rebuild itself, on the sidelines will tell you that the party is gone. Victoria, I do not know whether actually the Forum for Democratic Change can survive a wave of this kind.
Shamim Nabakoza, well, that can only be a debate we leave to those who subscribe to the Forum for Democratic Change. Of course, oftentimes they have debated that, look here, we have been through several storms. We are one party that is known to be headstrong and will speak our mind, and sometimes are referred to it as democracy. And they say they have always come out strong. Maybe, probably, this is yet another storm that has hit the FDC, a turbulent time that they will be able to swim through and even come back strong. Of course, the issue of resignation goes without saying. We've seen sections of party leaders from different regions, from West, where we had Mwijuke Francis, who is a member of parliament, who is on the FDC card, also in Fort Portal, if I'm not mistaken, with Doreen Nyandra, of course, calling for a conversation to also understand what exactly is transpiring within the party. We have seen the FDC youth wing come out to speak to the press at Katonga, where they are also calling for not only an apology but also resignation. We have seen the member of parliament who were thrown out during the by-election, Moses Atan, also gather his own group, and they are also asking for for resignation and apology as well. So it's been an accusation, counter-accusation, and of course throwing of words here and there. And but we do hope that this special national council meeting, the 16th of a kind for the FDC, will be able to resolve this. We also know that they have had 4 cycles of elections. Now, the structure elections is one of the issues, Minas. The funding, the money, the big chunk, the 7 billion that came and can't be explained even within the top leadership of the party. Beyond that, there's been an issue of elections. We do know that on 16th of May this year of 2023, NEC, which is the National Executive Committee of the Forum for Democratic Change, did say, look here, we are not prepared to have this election take place. One, we have not organized our register. Maybe we should put a pause until we can be able to sort ourselves, and that's when this election will take place. Unfortunately, or fortunately, the election did kind of happen. I don't know if we can say that is the word, because we had in some pockets of different regions, we did have those elections take place, and of course some of them did reject them. But and we don't know whether the elections did take place. But let's listen to what this gentleman is saying.
We have been denied access to FDC party headquarters. As usual, we had been seeing the gate open for FDC, each and everybody to have access to. But perhaps today we have seen mayhem and havoc at FDC. The party, the guns which were brought by Secretary General for FDC, Honorable Nanda Mafabi, has brought some mayhem at the headquarters. We have not allowed to enter to see what is happening inside, just because we are the party, we are the ones who are held to the party. Those ones who are inside, we do not know what is taking place over there. For us, we are outside. The chairman, the chairpersons, they are outside, and then we do not know what is taking place. And the report we have been getting some statements from Patrick Oboya Muriati that the report has not linked, but I want to assure you, I have seen his statement in one of the WhatsApps that he has got that report 2 weeks before. I don't know how he has got that report, and I have heard that inside they are reading the report. I don't know which report is reading. And as you're seeing these cars and whatever, they have denied access to us, to the party. The reason they are giving us that we are not the party members, and we have, because as you see here, I have even the constitution of FDC, I have the card of FDC, the card is in the wallet, and each and everything. We have all the documents which talks that I'm a FDC member, and I have access to party headquarters. Even when you are not a member, you are able to come and then enter the FDC, because this is the people's property, and it should be denied by each and everybody who is a party member and who is not, because from these people, that's where we are about to elect our leaders, and that's why we are denied access. And then we know that even Honorable Nandala, he does not want to leave leadership. That's why he is doing all of these ones. Yeah, you know some. Amanya gange bampitirwa Musingizo Wahaba ndi human rights activist ndi ne chairman FDC Rukunjiri. Abatuganya okuyingira muno munda kubanga bikolerwa mu kitubimanyi Honorable Nandala alese abantu batali ba FDC okuganya okuyingira eno FDC kibina ky'abantu zana jingiranga n'okuzalwa maybe nga sinazalibwa nze ndudenga njingera party headquarters okuva ulenatuuka mu kibuga naye kati batuganye. So ekikolerwa munda tukimanyi, repoti egenda kusomerwa tukimanyi, naye kati bakamafe bagambye tugire tulindako embeera ng'etereera. Kwa repoti eno nawadde mpulira Oboya Muriati ng'agamba tena linkinga naye n'alabye ekiwandiiko ng'agamba repoti yagifunya 2 weeks back. Kati kiba kitegeeza nti repoti yamanyi ebiri munda. Naye kati byamanyi ffe bye tulinze tuwulire, bwebanga tubitusiibira mu report, of course tugenda kubigaana. Ate kati report egenda kusalawo ani mutuufu ani mukyamu kubigenda mu maaso, ebadde egenda kusalawo ani alina obuyinza ku FDC ani talina. So kati bwe tusanga nga balina omusango, of course baresigninge. Bwe nga tusanga nti tebalina buzibu, it was allegations, nga bibeerezemu n'ekibiina ffe tulina buzibu, wabula report yeba egenda okusalawo kyekigenda mu kibiina kyokiro biri munda kitubimanyi kyovora abatuli wabweru bachairman bali wabweru abantu bonna abalina access mu FDC bali wabweru so abadde batuganyide ku gate ntituyingira kubanga biba bayingira be bamanyi kusobo bagamba nti ono tayingira abadde tasobola kuyingira kubanga nti tali part of them tali bokubo.
Ruvirizi Indianabo Vincent, Ruchika Ndia Mbaleba Maiko.
Well, situation inside the headquarters seems calm. I like the fact that, that just right from the faces you can see a little bit of calm faces, and maybe this is why this roll call was required, so that we can have a sensible, calm conversation, disagree to disagree, but also very importantly be able to solve the issues, the impasse that has rocked the Forum for Democratic Change. That conversation continues live on the Afro Mobile for those who want to know how the proceedings are taking place. Of course, we do see Francis Mwijuje, if I'm not mistaken, the man everyone has been waiting for, has been also at the helm, talking here and there amidst this impasse. Well, looks like he has arrived now. Of course, we also need to see some faces. Ssemujju Nganda, I did see Nandala Mafabi, I did see the party chairman, Mwaswa Birugwa, I also did see Patrick Oboya Muriet. These are people really, the 4 people really who have been on our TV sets amidst this conversation. We do hope, well, we don't know whether Dr. Kizza Besigye will be also appearing, but then he's also one of those who would expect to be among those invited or party of this meeting, the special 16th Forum for Democratic Change National Council meeting that is taking place at the party headquarters in Naja Nankumbi. Do they resolve today? Is the question on everybody's head. Do they continue? Do they fight? Do they split? Do we see another faction come out of the FDC? Our questions everybody is waiting, because this is a test for the FDC once again, and whether they pass or not is within the 4 walls that make up the FDC party headquarters in Naja Nankumbi, and we do definitely hope they can resolve them. We hope, and we do hope, really against hope, that this could be the one that will stop this chaos from unfolding and revolting and exploding the way it has been in the public eye. Of course, this conversation continues on Afro Mobile for those who want to continue this conversation. But for now, we'll put a pause and go back to normal programming. Stay tuned, because we are the Political Command Center. And if it's live, it's happening, and it's breaking news, we shall bring it to you.
NBS happening now. Is your brand attracting the right people, or are you lost on the web? Discover how to grow your virtual community and how to influence the influencer by signing up with Nextcom. We do online the way it's meant to be. We crunch the numbers, check the stats, and dig in to create promotions, activations, videos, and strategies to unlock your brand's potential and increase your online engagements. Maybe all you need is just to disrupt for a week. We got you too. We do the boring stuff so you don't have to. Nextcom, making digital work. NBS Tonight. Brought to you by
Nivana agira mu chupa za mililita 5 ku siringi 5 neza litemu n'ekitundu ku siringi 15. Nivana packaged drinking water akolebwa Crown Beverages Limited, abakozi ba Pepsi. That's life, that's Nivana.
And this is how we party.
We're not looking for another queen.
I feel great that I'm here.
and we're chilling right here on NBS Andona Magazine.
If you miss it, you miss out. It's Pulse Radio.
Better steady, be better.
There have emerged scammers who are bent to steal the hard-earned money of Ugandans through digital banking and mobile money. And my advice to you, to us, is that we should be ready, better steady, make sure that you don't give out your password or your PIN to anybody, I repeat, because these thieves are using different tricks to steal from the mobile money and the mobile banking, and they are ready to do anything that it takes to take our savings. Be steady, don't give out your PIN.
Better steady, be better. In partnership with Uganda Communications Commission, Bank of Uganda, MTN Uganda, Equity, Uganda Bankers Association, Post Bank, United Media, Stanbic Bank, and MTN Momo.
Camon 20 series comes with MTN data valid for 3 months. Get the Tecno Camon 20 series from Tecnow on installments from Tecno stores or MTN service centers countrywide.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
I am a nursery operator, and so what I normally do at the nursery is, because I know the potting bags for seedlings are some of the category of plastics or caveras that are permitted by law. But I try as much as possible to minimize littering around the nursery, but also the polythenes that I've used for example, for a particular season. After they're emptied, I try to reuse them as many times as possible. And when they can't be reused anymore, I try and collect them all together and dispose them off in a much better way. Polythene take a very long time to break down. They never decompose because they're not biodegradable. They have a much longer lifespan, more than hundreds of years. And the reason why we need to protect the environment is because we still need it to give us food, we still need it to provide good yields for our crops, and we don't have to litter. So I also ask, let's reuse. If we can't reduce the use of plastics, let's make sure that we can be able to reuse them as many times so we reduce their impact on the environment. We have to protect Mother Nature, and that is why I tell you, Tasa Obutonde, let's protect our environment.
This message is brought to you by National Environment Management Authority, Kampala Capital City Authority, Vivo Energy, Airco, Uganda Breweries Limited, Stanbic Bank, and NBS TV. Taso Butonde, our environment, our responsibility.
Whatever sport you enjoy, Sport Action on NBS Sport has you covered. Whether you want to support the Uganda Cranes or our netball team, golf or athletics, both domestic sporting events in Uganda and international sporting events in which Ugandans compete are the subjects of our attention. What are you still holding out for? Catch all the excitement on Sport Action by tuning to NBS Sport, brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Ugandan sports.
Explore, enjoy, and dance to the latest content, beats, and kawozi from Uganda and beyond. Simply go to your Play Store or App Store right now, find Afro Mobile, download it straight to your phone, and get started. Is it TV you want? Simply open the app, click on TV, select the channel you want, and watch live. Are you busy right now? Then check out On Demand or enjoy in your free time. Afro Mobile. The future is now.
The station that gives you a lot of music. This is
MTN Pulse Radio.
Turn it up. Bust it on the radio station.
Feel the pulse.
Okumiima okw'olubeerera. Hima Cement ekuleetedde Tector Serum omuli n'ebirala nfofoolo nga Tile Adhensive Ultra, Tile Adhensive, Tile Grout ne Tile Admix. Bino byonna birimu obugumu obumala okuziyiza amazzi okuyitamu ate nga byangu okukozesa. Tector akozesebwa mu kusiba tiles wansi ne ku bisenge.
Hima Cement, part of you from the start.
Banange nzize mazeeko kuluna ebyaddala. Tugenda kulaba omusajja n'omukazi. Ambulance erina okubeerawo era omusawo tubadde tusaba omusawo bulijjo wabeerawo omutwagala wabeerewo abasawo nga 40. Bwe mbaziira n'oli munywevu nnyo okujja okuyimirira mu kalawo naye gwe kalawo mumanyi.
Kyobejjo nagumba limu military pancha. Alina obusungu bungi nnyo bumutambulira mu ngalo era simanyi omwana ku luno yandiyogera Olusudan tagenda kwogera Luchina.
Takyalina kalo kati yabuuse gulawo era kaweddemu mnogo.
Jonah, I'm coming for you. My brothers, I'm coming for you. Be ready. Be ready, I'm coming. Because I'm not a joking subject, bro. I'm physics. Bro, I'm chemistry, bro.
NBS Sport, championing Ugandan sport.
NBS happening now.
Of course, we are keeping a very close eye on what is happening at Naja Nankumbi. The pictures you're seeing there live, and I just want to give you a feel, is that of the Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago, who, by the way, not until a few years did switch from the Democratic Party and joined the Forum for Democratic Change. He had such a very huge, joyous, triumphant welcome. We don't know what's happening. I want us to go there briefly, first listen in and see people singing and dancing, get that ambience before we can know what exactly is transpiring outside at Naja Nankumbi at the FDC headquarters.
Bro, Mnana Atusa in the house.
What is this?
Yes.
What have I done?
We see here a scuffle. The car of the Lord Mayor is trying to get inside, but the people inside are saying that the Lord Mayor needs to come out of his vehicle and enter through the small gate. So there's a bit of standoff, and some of the FDC members loyal to the Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago are trying to be pulled by police. There's a gentleman, the one that I did an interview with earlier, being taken by police for trying to interrupt whatever was going in. So that is the situation here. They are trying to arrest a gentleman loyal to the Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago, who was asking the policemen to allow the Lord Mayor's car to go inside. But the gatekeepers at the FDC headquarters are saying the Lord Mayor needs to come out because he's now starting to disrupt traffic along Entebbe Road, and they are taking him into the police van That is the situation here at the FDC headquarters in Naja Nankombi. One of the FDC supporters is being bundled into the police van as he's trying to resist to enter inside. That is the scuffle that is happening inside, and finally they have put him inside the police van. That is the situation here. The car of the Lord Mayor is still outside. He was trying to tell police to, and there's another one also being bundled into the police van. One of the FDC youths here loyal to the Katonga faction that were trying to say the Lord Mayor should be allowed to go inside with his car being bundled inside the vehicle. He's trying to fight the policemen, as you can see, but they are many, and it's finally inside, I can tell you. The gentleman just fell down. The police is trying to arrest him, to take him inside the police van for trying to block their way as they are trying to direct where the Lord Mayor should go and park his vehicle. That is the situation here outside the FDC headquarters in Naja Nankombi.
Wait, even if we bang it will not.
That is the situation outside. Situation outside the FDC headquarters, where the Lord Mayor's car is still outside as police is trying to direct him to park up at the supermarket, but these FDC members are saying the Lord Mayor has to go inside with his car. We could speak to the Lord Mayor, but perhaps the mirrors of his car are up. We can't speak to the Lord Mayor. Perhaps he's going to come out anytime soon. There's also a car that is parked. The mayor is going to come out anytime from now to speak to the media, try and cast an eye on whatever is going on at the FDC. Lord Mayor, you're live. What do you make of all this that is happening here?
Total unacceptable. The party is under siege. You can see the whole environment. All the events unfolding here are not consistent with the philosophy we espouse, the values of the party, and also what we cherish. So the environment here, you can see it. It's tense, it is hostile, it's not consistent with the free expression of the members of National Council. You can tell what is happening inside, outside here. Everybody is on tenterhooks. It's tension all over.
What are your expectations?
Which expectations now? They have blocked my vehicle from entering here. I have to I have to enter with my vehicle here. I have to access the premises. I'm not a persona non grata at the FDC. I am a bona fide member. I am the deputy president of the party, and we are here to deliberate on the state of affairs of the party. We have a report which is supposed to be given. Unfortunately, the reports we are getting, which are credible, it has been in possession of the accused person, the Honorable Nandala, the Honorable Patrick Oboya Muriat. They are the ones in possession of the same. Actually, for over 2 weeks, they have been in possession of this report. It's already doctored, and they just want to use this kind of kangaroo methods of sailing through with that process. It's like going to court to receive a judgment, and it's already in possession of the adverse party. You can imagine. The adverse party is already in possession of the judgment, and they are controlling the whole situation at the premises where a verdict is supposed to be delivered. Honestly, that is not a conducive environment for one to exercise their freedom. So personally, if they don't allow me to access the premises with my vehicle, my security inside is not guaranteed. Of course, you have seen the Chiboko squad who are here, the goons, the rascals, the hoodlums who have been deployed here. For about 2 weeks, they have pitched a camp here. They are just waiting for signals to unleash terror, to cause mayhem. So all this mayhem here is uncalled for.
So what are you going to do if they don't allow you to go inside with your vehicle?
Obviously, I will let them proceed with whatever they want. For me, I'm not here to cause bloodshed. I've been accused of masterminding mayhem, violence. They have had all sorts of insults against me. But for me, I want a civil environment. I want a free environment. I want a conducive environment where we can express ourselves. So if that is not available, if it cannot be guaranteed, whatever decision they want to make, they can take it. Embera yenyamiza, embera ngabo mujiraba mwenna, setaga gibagamba ya bunkenke, embera si eri ya Forum for Democratic Party, embera ngabo mujiraba kuba ffe tubadde twagala kuzza kibiina kyaffe ku mulamwa era gwe mulamwa gwe tuliko, ffe era twagala kuteesa mu nteesa ennungi, so eno embera toyinza kugiteeserezaamu. Chiboko squad bali wano, emigo giri wano. Actually ne reports de tulina abamu bayina emmundu, bali mundu omwo bayina emmundu, bayina ebiso, bayitegese kukola fujjo lya buli kika, so tetuli wano kuyiwa musaayi. Bwe baba baagala kukola fujjo lyabwe, yes, ntuuse wano poliisi eganye emmotoka yange okuyingira, sisobola kuteeka mbeera yange mu mbeera efaanana bwetyo, saagala kujja wano kuyiwa musaayi. So bwe baba kye baagala okukola bagende mu maaso. Bakutte abamemba baffe, bakutte personal secretary wange Simon Wonye mumanyi bulungi.
Those are the words of the Lord Mayor. He's only going to go inside with his car. As you can see, the police is trying to bundle another gentleman inside the police truck.
I'm asking you, why are you taking me? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done?
Dinyo gende.
Mara moja.
Hey, sit on him. Sit on him. Sit on him. Put him down.
That is another gentleman that has been bundled over a police truck here at the FDC headquarters in Ajanankombi. What we are yet to understand why these men are being arrested at this particular hour. Police is intensifying their operation of arresting those they believe are trying to disrupt whatever is happening. Yes. The Lord Mayor is still speaking to the press. He says if they don't allow him to go inside with his vehicle, it's not going to be part of whatever is going to be happening. He's also not
era ne bamemba abamu ne balisigninga n'abalala babakutte babataddeko embeera enzibu kakati eyo ekyali report.
The Lord Mayor is saying they have very little hopes of whatever is going to come from the report that the National Council is slated to release today concerning the corruption allegations that have been made to the Secretary General and the party president Patrick Boy Amuriat, that they received money from suspicious sources, particularly the government or President Museveni. That is the Lord Mayor heading back to his car. He said he's not going to be part of this if they don't allow him to go inside with his car. So he just went inside his car, and I believe he's going to drive away from the party headquarters. That is the situation here at Najanankombi, at the FDC headquarters, where the National Council is currently now sitting inside, trying to devise means and perhaps reflect on the future of the party. That is the car of the Lord Mayor that you're seeing right there. The Mayor is leaving the FDC headquarters because they couldn't allow him to go inside, which he says it is very, very unfortunate. That is the situation at the FDC headquarters here at Najanankombi. Police has deployed heavily, a lot of trucks, the big trucks, the cell truck, those that speak Luganda call Buliwendi Nkusiba, is here. It has taken some of the FDC members to a police station, and also a big truck has been brought here, and another person, an FDC member, has been bundled into that truck. That is the situation you can see here. The traffic officers are here. The FFU Field Force Unit Police is here with tear gas canisters to try and contain this whole situation right here at Najanankombi. That is what is happening. There's a car that you can see at the gate. There's an old woman in that car, and they are alleging that that woman is sick and perhaps cannot walk on her own to go inside. So they are saying, they are saying that they are not removing that particular vehicle from that gate because the woman is sick. And the man you saw being bundled into the truck was the driver of this particular vehicle here. So she's remaining with no driver at all.
Oba baagala baba bamanyi nti ndi suppose okubeera mu National Council bajja kunzigulira nnyingire. We bagaana sigenda kuvaawo wano. Driver wange andeese baamukutte oba bamusibidde wa simanyi. Tubagambe bannyingize nve mu motoka efulume bagaanye. Kitegeeza nze gwe batya okugenda mu National Council. Tulina petition, wano ina petition. Ekwata ku byakulondesa bino ebigenda mu maaso. Nino giwaayo. Nekasobola gibawa kuba bansibidde ku gate. Kati baagala ki? Lord Mayor bamusibiddeyo, buli omu bamusibiddeyo. Ekibiina bakituusizaawo.
Olowooza nga muli wabweru olukiiko lunaagenda mu maaso?
Kati anti abamu gye bali ne input yaffe abamu tebajja gifuna.
Bano bwe tuweko mu bufunze mu Luteeso.
Tukole ki?
Tuweko mu bufunze mu Luteeso ku kigenda mu maaso.
Luteeso olumanyi.
Tulina TV ya TV East.
Tuli wano jangone National Council amikarenga no maritoma onachekelo peta
There's another member that is being denied access to the FDC headquarters. Perhaps.
Why are you denying her?
Just leave them.
Because I'm an eminent member who is supposed to attend. Attending as a representative for Eastern. Last in National Council, I didn't attend because I was sick. Now they are telling me that only those on the list are the ones supposed to enter. I had gone there to register and they refused me to register.
What's your name?
I'm called Harriet Nanyanga.
So how have you gotten out?
They have thrown me out, even pushing me. You can see how they squeezed me here, how this place is swollen. These thugs they put here, that I shouldn't enter, I'm not supposed to enter.
Talk a lot.
Ekibaddewo nze mbadde mbeerawo buli mu National Council. I've been attending. Linaku nga attendinga. Eyaliwo last time eya November nali mulwadde. That's why sajja. Kati wenze wano okuyingira ne baŋŋamba tisiri suppose kuyingira kubanga nyayigidde wano nawe wano wabadde wa lutalo n'entuuka eri ku meeza ne baŋŋamba sigenda kwewandiisa kubanga baateekawo replacement mu kifo kyange ne baŋŋamba nsabe omukulu w'abakyala ne mubuuza nangonzi mbadde nzija wano buli naku mu National Council representative for Eastern secondly as an eminent member nangamba nti woba tewatendinga last year ku list toliiko kati I'm just Harriet Nanyanga.
You go. You enter.
That is the situation outside FDC headquarters. We now see the Deputy Lord Mayor, Doreen Nyanjula, arriving at this particular moment. But she's out of her vehicle. Perhaps she didn't come with a vehicle. We're waiting to see. Perhaps she would be allowed to go inside. That's the Deputy Lord Mayor, Doreen Nyanjula. She has been allowed to go inside. But the Lord Mayor has left with his vehicle because he said he can't get out of his vehicle. It's very unacceptable, and he was able to be, refused access, and a lot of arrests have been made here. And the driver of this vehicle that you see that was driving this old woman has been bundled into the police truck for perhaps disrupting whatever the orders were. And I would like to speak to this lady. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What is your name, your role in FDC, and what is the situation here? What reasons have they given you for denying you access?
My name is Sarah Peru. I'm the chairperson FDC Ngora. I'm a member of the National Council. I came to attend the National Council this morning, but unfortunately for me, I'm thoroughly disabled. I can't walk. So I could not access the venue through the stairs. So we tried to use the lower gate. They refused to allow me use the lower gate. Then we tried to come up. We have simply asked them to let my car in. They dropped me to a place where I can access the venue comfortably. Then I go and attend the meeting. But unfortunately, they refused to open the gate for me. Yeah, they know I'm thoroughly, properly disabled.
What reasons are they giving you, and do they know you?
Definitely, they know me. Maybe they have other reasons why they are stopping me from entering. But if it's a matter of not knowing me, nobody doesn't know Sarah Peru. Everybody knows who I am. Maybe they know my views and they're scared of what I may be standing for. Probably that could be the reason they are stopping me from entering.
We've seen your driver being arrested.
Unfortunately, he has been arrested, yet he has done no wrong. His duty is to drive. He asked them to let him access the venue and they refused. And he has a patient in Butabika. He has to go to take the patient to hospital. So definitely he had to leave me here and go away.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to be here?
I'm going to sit here. I'm going to sit here. It is my right to attend National Council. And naturally, just naturally, it's not that I'm pretending. I'm on clutch. I can't access that venue on steps. If they're kind for people who are disabled, they should be able to open for me and access the meeting. So I'm going to sit here until they think twice. If it takes me the whole day, I'll stay here the whole day.
mu Luganda kiki ekikwasizza abadde akuvugana nsonga ki yakulese wano gwe ng'omuntu?
Nze Sara Peru ndi chairperson wa FDC Ngora, ni member wa National Council. Naze okwateringa National Council leero. Obuzibu bwe nina ndi mukosefu ndi ku clutch sobola kutambula. Twagezezaako okuyingira okwesa gate ya wansi ne batugaana kati ne tujja no ku gate y'ekyengulu. Tubasabye banzikirize bannyingize nsobole okutambula mu ngeri nga si accessibly ogenda mu venue naye bagaanye. Bansibidde wabweru, roadman naye bamusibidde wabweru. Kati simanyi buli omu akimanyi nti Peru tatambula. Ndi mulwadde buli omu akimanyi. Naye kati siraba nsonga lwaki tebaagala nnyingire okujjako nga balina ebirala bikusufu bye bataagala ntuuseeyo. Kwagamba driver agezaako okubeegayira nnyingize ne bagaana. Ondooza n'ekirala nina petition gye tuleese ng'ekwata ku ngeri y'ebyokulonda gye baagize eki gye ekwatiddwamu Electoral Commission ya wano. Oba ndooza baategeddeko nti Peru agenda kuleeta petition okuwakanya ebigenda mu maaso engeri gye tukutemba ebyokulonda. Ndooza kyeva bansibidde wabweru naye otherwise siraba lwaki bansibirayo nga bakimanyi nti ndi mulwadde.
That is the woman, member of the National Council that has been denied access. There's a gentleman here. What is
by the name is Ibrahim Sekandi. I'm the district councillor Seguku. I would like to use my language. I'm in Muganda. Yeah. Nzenga councillor akiikirira omuluka gw'Eseguku ku district e Wakiso. Ate nga ndi omu ku baali abawagizi ba FDC, ate nga ndi omu ku baali abamemba ba FDC. Naalisabye FDC eve mu ntalo twegattire wamu tulwanyise ebizibu ebiruma bannayuganda ebiri mu nsi eno. Nze nsuubira nti essaawa eno olutalo lwe tuliko olw'okubanga bakubaŋŋana mu kibiina wano bali badde bajja mu kibiina kya abavubuka mwenna mujje mu FDC mujje mu NUP tubeere nga tulwana.
Thank you so much. That is a gentleman. We see some of the supporters outside here holding placards and trying to throw words inside. We see the Deputy Lord Mayor Doreen Nyanjula, Francis Mwijoche inside, and perhaps
what is that? Just keep quiet and be silent. We shall not keep quiet and be silent when all this mark is happening here. We can't keep quiet.
That's the situation here outside. FDC is not for sale. That is the placard. One of the members outside here is holding, and a couple of them holding placards that are requesting, wherever they are, requesting to save their party. They are outside, many of them, and they are now increasing in number. Police is also increasing in number to see that no one disrupts whatever is going on inside. That is the situation at the FDC headquarters. And I believe inside the National Council is sitting. The report is supposed to be presented with a number of issues supposed to be discussed. Those regarding the elections that just happened. One of the gentlemen.
Whatever is happening here, we will not allow it, and we are resisting it from the onset. There is a mark going on inside here. They're detaining people, beating people. They have already took most of our comrades here when they have done nothing. We shall not accept that. The party now is in the hands of the enemy. We have come to understand that, and we are here to show our dissatisfaction. We shall not allow that.
What are you going to do?
For us, of course, we are here and we are going to show resistance. We are not going to keep quiet. We are going to show resistance. This gaffe cannot happen when we are here singing. Our party cannot be sold just like that. And of course, the National Council, whatever they have, we have already told you that it is doctored. It is doctored. So we cannot allow anything to prevail or to happen. So for us, we are here to show resistance in one way or in the other way. And of course, protect our leaders because we have learned that they want to make harm on them. So we cannot allow that.
That is one of the members here at the FDC headquarters, the one that is outside, and we're trying to understand from them. But as they did state that the report from the National Council was doctored, many of them are accusing the party president Patrick Oboya Moriat for staying with the report for 2 weeks. So they are saying he already knows what is inside the report. They are here outside, very furious. Police is also trying to go inside, perhaps to try and understand.
I can't speak to them. No. Sit and limit. I can't sit. What is happening? Sit and limit. Go and look at what is happening at the gate. You are being beaten. Order, please. Order, please. Can you respect the chair? Sit. Please sit. Sit. Maganda, sit. Maganda, sit. Colleagues, I am pleading with you, just sit. Order. Maganda, please sit. Order, please. Maganda, sit. Maganda, sit. Maganda, sit. Let me tell you, Mr. Maganda, if you don't respect the chair, you are out of order. This is what I want to say to us. Ladies, I want to advise, please sit. Please sit. We need peace. 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 Please. We need
This man was lifted up. I was trying to protect him. They went to push it away. They reached the media and done everything. Why do we have such a policy? Why do we have a right? No. We should not proceed on if they don't do
They are the one who are saying that they want National Council. National Council is here. And then they are trying to bring the Kifes to disrupt the National Council. What is their purpose? What is their purpose? Chiche bali kwenda. Ba kwa nti bali kwenda National Council. National Council eti ime. Ate bali leta abaya National Council tabao. Chiche bali kwenda. Nyanjula, Semuju, Kennedy, ni Lukwago. Lukwago aba kwa pressing out press. Omuntu olukwenda amazima. Lwaki tujja mu National Council nitutyama? Lwaki tibali kwenda tujje mu National Council tutyame? Tujje tutyame mu National Council tutyame. Oba Nandala yeiba we crucify him. Tufuna amazima. Oba nabakyamu tufuna amazima ndi we tukole ki tujje mu maiso. Lwaki tibali kwenda amazima gaveyo? Oba Nandala n'omukyamu we crucify him there and then. Tuli kwenda amazima lero gaveyo and we are not going to allow anyone to disrupt this National Council. Chairpersons must sit and we discuss whatever the outcome. We forge a way forward as one Uganda, one community. Secretary for Environment and Natural Resources. They want news all the time. They want news with lies. Now, how do you go to news? You want to talk about who sleeps with who? Mlikwenda tuogera ni alambala nani?
Abaganda mujja kwetomera nnyo bafa bansobera mwana babeera baba bapaaki.
I think people have been mobilized. Because other members they have gone. We saw them leaving the meeting. Well, this meeting, is voluntary. A person comes in at the invitation. People are free to come.
Lord Mayor said.
Well, I'm not very sure about that. You can ask the security to give you such information. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not sure that can I access here.
The people who are in the tent, most of them are Nandala supporters. You are ferried here before the time for the meeting started.
Already claimed the register.
Kennedy is detained in Power's office.
But actually there are thugs there.
So there are thugs at the gate, and you want National Council to continue like this?
I'm not asking anybody to sing.
So that is what is happening on the ground. I interrupted National Council, they didn't listen to
We are
me.
going to handle ourselves because we are one Uganda.
The chairman is there seated. They told him, how do you sit here when we are being beaten at the gate and we are members of council? Lord Mayor was chased.
Let me welcome you. And also inform
Now I'll
you
keep monitoring the situation and I tell you.
that we must clear. We must clear the
Council is
premises.
going on, and this is what I was protesting, telling them council
And we are
cannot
also waiting
continue.
for the Secretary General to join us.
Where is the
I want
what?
to get a report from
He's here, I've just seen him somewhere.
who I sent out there.
I don't know what he's really doing. Well, I just can't believe that this is happening to my party,
The
FDC.
Secretary for Security.
If you do not support Nandala and Power, you're not allowed to access the gate. Or if you're allowed to access the gate before you reach the tent, you have to first be beaten. Kennedy, as we talk, is being detained in Power's office up there. The people at the gate, we do not know them. They are hooligans. They are here to beat whoever does not support Nandala and Power. And for me, I am saying we are not going to accept this to continue. Council is not going to take place when we are surrounded by hooligans. So that is what is currently happening. Ekigenda maaso, kasita bw'oba towagira Nandala, kasita bw'oba towagira Power, tebakukkiriza kuyingira ku geeti. Oba Kennedy wuno, Kennedy akavaayo naye obwedda Kennedy first come, obwedda bamukutte naye. He has been detained in Power's office because they are also also sure he does not support them. We are not going to accept to be blackmailed. We are not going to be intimidated. This is our party. We are going to save it.
We are not going to accept Nyandula.
We know there are people who have been paid here to disorganize the party.
We shall not. You are not. You don't have monopoly. That's here now in the car. Nyandula, we shall not allow you. You and your group, we shall not allow you. We shall not. We shall also to Chizako. Where, Nyandula? You don't know. You think you have monopoly of organizing goons to beat us? You have no monopoly.
Are you not seeing this one?
You are also seeing you. Are you not seeing yourself? Are you not seeing yourself?
So anyway, that's
the
situation.
We have people who claim to be leaders, but they
power,
are goons.
if you do not support
Nyandula, you were a goon.
They will send people to abuse you.
You were goon.
And they will send people to slap you.
Let me tell you.
They will send
How
people
come
to
in the
beat
list
you
of
up?
speakership we never abused
but
you?
But you are not going to be intimidated.
Who's
you are not going to blackmail me because you supported me for
blackmailing
speaker.
you. No one is black, and you also can't blackmail us. You can't blackmail us.
These are some of the people.
These are some of the people who are ungrateful. Nyandula, look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Before you speak, you are a liar. You are a liar. You don't come for NEC meetings and then you are all over the news. When did you ever last come for NEC meetings? You guys, members of the media house, you should ask these people, when do they ever last come for NEC meetings?
Are we going to have council when we are being treated like this?
Shut up.
Are we going to have council when we are being treated
You
like
a liar. You a liar. You wanted news.
Well, the developments are still coming in from the FDC headquarters in Najanankumbi, where the 16th special National Council meeting is taking place right now. Of course, we do know that from earlier on, there was a roll call of all members of the National Council who were supposed to be a part of it. And of course, we're expecting over 251 of those to be a part of it. But of course, this includes all the district chairpersons, also includes members of NEC, that is the National Executive Committee, includes members of Parliament. It also includes 3 representatives each of youth, women, and PWDs. And of course, because those are the people who constitute the National Council meeting that is taking place. Now, the chairman, Wasu Abirigwa, is speaking. Let's listen into what he's saying.
Cha, 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 cha. I, first of all, thank our God, our Allah, for allowing us to be here today. We had peace until a few minutes ago. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I truly believe that if you who are inside, you who are responsible for this party, you who have invested immensely, you who have lost friends, dear ones, who have people who are maimed, you will make sure that our party discusses the issues without emotion, state your case, and then when I ask you, please, sit down, please sit down. Not because I disrespect you. I simply want us to be positive in what we're talking about. I want you to make sure that what brought you all the way here, hopefully, is achieved. And hopefully, it is that we are together when we go back home. I'm not presiding over a party that is going to break up. Otherwise, I would never have climbed the wall. I would have done something else. But I climbed the wall for you so that I can come another day. And here I am. So we save our party. We agree? Yes. All right. Now, agenda today. We are going to start off with prayer Then we're going to have the national anthem. I hope they're ready. Are they ready? And then, after that, we shall have communication. After that, we shall have reaction, and then presentation of the Elders Committee report. Hopefully, we shall then have lunch of 1 hour. Then, after that, we shall have discussion and adoption of the report. Hopefully, by 4 o'clock, we shall have finished our business, and then we'll be on our way home. Now, let's have the national anthem adoption. The adoption of the agenda. Yes. Amendment. Yes. I don't have a secretary here. Someone is writing. The secretary is around here.
Thank you very much, Chairman and members of National Council. These members have come from very far. I would like to make amendment to the agenda that after your communication, we go to presentation of the report, reaction, adoption, lunch, and departure.
You're suggesting that after my...
After your communication, you straight away call the elder chairperson to present the report, discussion, adoption, and we go for lunch and we pay people transport.
And that will not work for me, I'm sorry. We have a reaction from the chairman's report, and then we can go into the presentation. Yes, sir. Yes, Akin.
Mr. Chairman, I am Unehalit Dennis Amere, a member of parliament. Mr. Chairman, I want to suggest that after your communication, we can look at the report, but also we should have to look at the election that took place. We need to review it as a party. The grassroots election that took place, other places election occurred, other places election did not take place.
Okay, let me have one more and then I rule. Okay, we're coming, I'm coming.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Okin Pipi Ojara. I represent the people of Chua West, Kitgum District in the 11th Parliament of you. Mr. Chairman, we are in a very serious party business. And members have taken their time from all over the country to come and attend this very important party business. Mr. Chairman, your communication is very, very vital. Your communication is going to direct the affair of this business, of this meeting. It would not pay us any cent if we don't comment on your communication. Mr. Chairman, a lot has happened in this party, and we want to hear from you. So, concerning the agenda, I want to move that after the chairman's communication, members are given time to react within a specified time frame, if it is about the issue of time. And then we proceed with the presentation of the report from the Elders Council. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, can I go to the other side, please? Then I'll go there. Are you coming, sir? You come.
Thank you, Chairman. I want to ask my fellow delegate to have some patience. Chairman, I've been a district councillor for some time. And once the matters like the agenda has been brought for the adoption, it can be amended. In my proposal, after number 5, the report which we are about to discuss, it was in the previous National Council meeting, which we have not approved here. So I would urge that we have first approved the minute of the previous council. Yes, because that one gives us a mandate to debate the report which we are about to talk about, because we are the one who refer the matter. Number 2, I also think it is important that we also talk about the grassroots election, because I remember, please give me time. Atan, please give me time. Because why I'm saying this, Chairman, because I would have tell you exactly the power of a national council. Go to 2020. It gives us a mandate. It does not specify. So I propose, Chairman, that we talk about the grassroots election. Because as I talk, the whole of Acholi sub-region, we have never conducted the grassroots election.
The procedure here.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Sasaga Isaiah Zagazaga. I represent Badajiri East. The procedure point I had, the member was presenting as if...
Well, it didn't look like calm has been restored at the party headquarters. Now that is for those who are actually inside the National Council meeting, those who are accredited, those who constitute that meeting, who are supposed to be there. It didn't look like conversation has started, which is a good thing. This is why they're there. This is why all this mayhem that has happened could actually happen. This sitting could actually happen. So, of course, we will definitely keep you updated on what is happening with that. But then just to give you a recap of how all this transpired this morning, of course, around 8:30, coming to 9, of course, the National Council meeting members started arriving at the headquarters of the Forum for Democratic Change at Najanankumbi. Unfortunately, there they were welcomed. Those that were accredited, it wasn't an experience for everybody, but some, of course, were welcomed by men who, of course, identify themselves as security, holding sticks. Those, of course, there was a little bit of running battles with those who are not invited. And, of course, just to make it clear that the National Council meeting is not for every FDC member. Yes, you are a party member, but then, of course, that was supposed to be for a specific group, chairpersons, NEC, members of parliament, 3 representatives for the youth, women, and PWDs, and a few more. So those who are not supposed to be there did not receive a good welcome. Let's go back to Najanankumbi, where the chairperson, that is Waswa Biligwa, is speaking.
Our party did advertise this session. This session its legal efficacy was advertised 2 weeks ago as provided for by our constitution. A deviation from what was advertised is a nullity to the extent of its deviation. Well, that is 1. Then 2, this session is no any other session but an extraordinary session, a special session. And that gives it the capacity to avoid any other thing. So my submission is that, Chair, let's adopt the agenda that was advertised without any deviation or without any mutation from what was there. That is my humble submission. I saw some.
Okay. I've heard you. I've heard kindly adopt, hopefully you can adopt what I've already said, because it is simpler than what you people are suggesting. Okay? Now, hopefully in my report, there will be issues that raise your interest. Okay? And hopefully it has covered all the issues that you have mentioned here. So we're going to go with that. Now, who seconds? I had one. Are you second? Seconded? Okay, who's going to give us a prayer? Who's spirit driven today?
One Uganda, one people. Nanyonjo Susan, Secretary for Ethics, Culture and Religious Affairs. Selves for the word of prayer. Almighty, the creator of all things, Lord, for bringing us together as members of one family. We thank you, Lord, for the gift of life, love, and care bestowed upon us. In your hands, meet our FDC leaders, members, supporters, all democratic forces in all Ugandans and all Ugandans. We pray, Lord, that you defend us against all harm and evil. Lord, give us wisdom and guide us in all our deliberations. Help us always contribute in a frank, open, and precise manner. Your blessing and love be upon us now and forever. National anthem, sorry. Oh, Uganda anthem, East African anthem.
Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano iwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tuijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu
ekitiibwa kya Buganda kyavadda naffe tukikuumenga abazira ennyo abatusooka balwana nnyo mu ntalo ne bayagala nnyo eggwanga lyaffe naffe tulyagalenga twesimye nnyo olwa Buganda yaffe ekitiibwa kya Buganda kyavadda naffe tukikuumenga abaana balero katulwane okukuza Buganda nga tujjukira nnyo bajjajja baffe bafiirira ensi yaffe twesimye nnyo olwa Buganda yaffe ekitiibwa kya Buganda kyavadda naffe tukikuumenga.
Forgive me for those who are on this other side, but it was very hot before, so I could not stand over there, but I try to look at you as much as I can. This is my speech. For those who don't know me, I am OHT Ambassador Waswabili Gwa, Chairman of FDC. I'm very, very happy to see all of you here. Thank you so much for making it. And we are here to solve our problems and to rejoice that we are still around. I welcome you all, members of the National Council, to this special National Council, the 16th of its nature since the party was registered on 15th November 2004. In the 15th National Council meeting held from the 25th to 26th of October 2022, Council received and discussed reports from the National Executive Committee, NEC, as provided for Article 20-2A. This report was presented by the Secretary General. A report on the party's performance in the 2021 general election was also presented and debated. Colleagues, arising out of the 2021 general elections report discussion, Council resolved to have a special mechanism set up to investigate the matter of the alleged, in quotes, monies from hostile sources that were allegedly received by the party. A committee of elders to interrogate the money allegation was what you recommended in your resolution. The elders committee was constituted by the president, party president, with the approval of NEC. The party president took it upon himself to draw the terms of reference in the spirit of maintaining absolute confidentiality. The outcome of that investigation is a report which is part of National Council agenda business today. The 15th National Council approved the party electoral plan. It will be appropriate for you, the National Council, to discuss the state and quality of elections expected in the party and the country. I have received petitions from around the country with numerous complaints of lack of preparedness and competence of the party electoral management team. It is on this basis of this petition that I exercise my powers as party chairman in the best interest of the party to announce a postponement of the party elections until National Council's sitting here today determines what kind of internal party elections it wants in order to have a vibrant competitive party. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, the party structure roadmap has a history to it. It has established modus operandi, a standard of credibility and legitimacy. It is on the best practices of past structure elections that this party draws strength to grow, expand, attract new membership and support throughout the country. In the stated function of National Council, Article 20-2-E, National Council is expected to supervise, direct the work of NEC and other national party organs. I invite you to audit the state and standards of party structure building. A meticulously well-built party branch network through credible processes is the best way for the party to mobilize political support, propagate governance system, and win political powers to meet the mission for which the party was set up for. The health of the FDC today is a matter that the National Council should pay attention to. The public perception of the party is critical to this public appeal. It is with a heavy heart that I report to you that for the last week, the happening in this party risks to damage all the political gains the party has made in the last 18 years. At this stage, it is important to find faults, not to find fault with each other, but to fix the party and silence their guns. No, you can clap, you're allowed to. Political damage and attrition to the party must be every leader's concern and duty. This party, using all its organs, must stop everything it is engaged in to find lasting solutions to stop the raging verbal fire before the party burns to ashes. The party's survival must be of the greatest interest to you, leaders in the National Council. You will recall that when the situation warranted it, you extended the term of office of the present leadership for 3 years because of COVID-19 pandemic. This extension enabled the party to take part in the 2021 general elections. In the prevailing circumstances, National Council needs to give a bit of time to NEC to generate harmony for the party to overcome the present situation and avoid party disintegration. The 2017 party election should inform our actions and indeed preserve FDC as the political vehicle for hope for us and the country. In the preamble of the party constitution, it is instructive. I invite you to take a keen look at what it says, and I quote, "Whereas Uganda has had a history of political instability as a result of intolerance and lack of respect for diversity of views in the country, whereas the political instability has manifested itself in violence, leading to untold human suffering and economic mismanagement, whereas poverty, ignorance, disease has affected the people of Uganda as a result, we, being committed to the eradicating conditions which give rise to political instability and building a social, economic, and political order which benefits all people of Uganda, do hereby append our names, addresses, and signatures to this constitution and constitute ourselves into the founding members of the Forum for Democratic Change, a political party to do all such things as will further the aims and objectives of this constitution, which we now adopt for the Forum for Democratic Change." Ladies and gentlemen, This is the DNA, the creed, the thrust of who, what, and why FDC exists. These are the founding beliefs and ethos of FDC then and now. You are all aware, ladies and gentlemen, that FDC has participated in all 5 brutal general elections with such a battle-hardened resilience. Excuse me a moment. Let me repeat this. You are all aware that FDC has participated in all 5 brutal general elections with such a battle-hardened resilience. Party members and supporters have paid a heavy cost in breaking the political administration and military stranghold on democracy, rule of law in Uganda. The party has distinguished itself as a strong political force and voice of the citizenry. I would like to remind us all that the FDC brand is built on blood, for me I say blood, bones, and sweat and tears of many colleagues that are not in this meeting today, and some definitely are gone. They cry out to this council to offer the requisite leadership to achieve the party's stated mission of state power. The party's clarion call is also stated in the party constitution as one Uganda, one people. As in the name, as in the preamble, FDC is the political platform that unites the voices of all Ugandans. Indeed, FDC has the party leaders and members of parliament from every geographic region of the country. Dear colleagues, the National Delegate Conference has elected leaders with a national spectrum. If it were not so, none of us in the party leadership would be, because our home districts and regions are too small to win a majority in the FDC or even win a general election as president. It is, therefore, inconceivable to allege that leaders in the party are made by their tribal or religion or region. The toxic tribal and regional talk that is now the center of political discourse is a great threat to the party existence and unity. I must state that this tribal talk puts the party in disrepute and constitutes a felony under the party constitution, Article 12E, which says engaging in activities hostile to the party that could lead to cessation of membership. I have received petition from members to this effect, and I invite council to pronounce this step on this matter before it kills the party and the country's aspiration for unity and progress. The party strategic plan 2022-2027 was presented and launched in the last council meeting. The strategic plan reinforces and directs the energy of the party to consolidate and grow. Council members were expected to extend the working of strategic plan to all branch networks so as to build robust action plan at grassroots in preparation for local council elections and party leadership elections. This remains the business of FDC country-wide. Ladies and gentlemen, the social media era has provided new communication tools and power in everyone's hand. Social media can grow a political interest, but can also destroy. Social media use in the party has immensely derogated to the FDC franchise. The worst practice that has bedeviled the party in the recent past is the wanton posting of party documents without the appropriate authorization. Any organization without internal discipline and internal controls is doomed to fail. All you individuals collectively and folks should end social media disruption and abuse. Lastly, I wish to share with you the most unfortunate event of Wednesday, 19th July 2023, when I escaped from the party headquarters in Najjanankumbi. Thursday, when I escaped from I was just looking at the picture of me there. So on that fateful day, I drove to the party headquarters where I had an office. I have an office with the intention of holding a press conference to call for end of verbal hostilities. Without going too much in this, I tried to have the press conference. I was told I can't have the press conference. I requested that I be allowed, even though I know protocol-wise, I know my position as chair, but a decision had been made to stop me from addressing the media. I was, of course, upset, but fortunately they told me that the party president was there. I approached him, talked to him, and he said, you cannot have a press conference. And I could not understand why I could not, since the other people, they had one at Zambia. Party president of the SG had one here, so did the Secretary General. And because of what had taken place during that week, I felt as a chair to come and tell the people, please hold the fire. We have said enough. That's all I wanted to say on that day. But unfortunately, that was not to be so. I was refused to give my press conference. Without saying more than that, but I decided then to get out of here. I went to exit, and I was refused to go. You can imagine how I felt. I could not be allowed to exit. For 5 hours, literally I begged, including this gentleman called Amin, and I said, I'm not allowed to go out. Can you please help me? He simply told me, sit down. I said, I need to go. I have not even taken my medicine. Please allow me to go out. They refused me to get out of this place. But stupid as they are, all of them, they didn't realize I was born in Katwe. You can laugh. I grew up escaping. They also forget that when the government was arresting everybody here, I was the only one who had managed to what? To escape. So I have the history of escapism. But I don't want to laugh about it. It was a very serious matter. And to be honest with you, I was very worried about my life and also the members, especially the ladies who were here. We had people who were drunk and on something, and many of them. But I thank God and I thank those who helped me get out. I'm still here, and that's why I'm lucky to be here with all this. Having said that, you can clap and say amen. So anyway, that is something that happened that should not have happened. But the beautiful thing about all of this is that my heart is forever forgiving. I forgive you, SG. I forgive you, Amriat. I forgive anybody who had anything to do with this. One Uganda. No, it's not a matter to be debated. This is not a matter to be debated. I report it because it's significant to our party in case if we need to push our party ahead. That bad behavior should be what? Talked about, not hidden. Okay? Should not hide bad behavior. That's all so that we can improve. I've already made up with SG. I've met with him. We talked about it. He said, he asked me to forgive him, and sincerely I have forgiven him. So, case closed. Okay? Now let's get to the business. Lastly, I would like to say, with sober mood, please, let's discuss. Let's not shout. We are many here. I will try to see that we allow as many people to speak. But do not think this is the end of the world. Okay? It's not the end of the world. We're trying to look for solution. And I believe we can find a solution. If not today, even tomorrow. But let's not be loudy, attack each other by name or anything. We are not here to fight. I am not here to fight. You start to fight, I am going to go away. We must discuss quietly, nicely. Let's not abuse, because you need to take back a good report when you go back where you came from, far away. Our people all over the country, and in fact around the world, are looking at us today to say, is FDC still together or is gone? So I beg all of you, wherever you came from, on my behalf. In fact, when I look all around you, most of you are very young. For me, I'm already in the departure lounge. You understand? It's your future. All right? Let's not blow it. This is our future. You've worked so hard and tireless. And believe me or not, this is the most powerful opposition group. Not even the opposition, but the party in Uganda. Let's stay that way and make it even stronger. Thank you very much. God bless you. I'll go back for my other work now. You're not allowing me to go away. Well, okay, procedure. I can get you. Oh, okay, young.
Of our FDC districts, we allocate time. Whoever wants to contribute can use that time and contribute and supplement. I thank you.
Very good idea. We said 10 minutes for each side. That would make us 5 minutes. 5 here, 5 there, 5 there. So, okay, you agree how many are going to speak? Who's going to be a timekeeper for this? She's going to help me.
Yes, can we clap for the chairman? One Uganda, one people. Thank you. Then now. Can we do this, please? One Uganda, one people. Honorable Council, there's so much at stake. And at this point, I want to ask you, the fourth estate, the media, kindly to take leave. The central message is that let's not find fault with each other. Let us not break what we have built. Thank you very much, media. I was worried you wouldn't be here, but thank you. Do forgive us. We apologize. Thank you. Media, thank you very much. I'll give you an appointment for 6.